Hey friends, what's going on? My name is Kater. You're actually on my channel. So today I want to make a video on how to make money in business and become free. Okay? How to make income and becoming free. I had a friend of mine who actually came over this weekend and we had a good time. We know them for a while. And, the question that she asked me, matter of fact, she started with me in one of those businesses that I started way back in the days when I first got into this internet game, changing my lifestyle, having a lifestyle of freedom, taking myself to the next level. When she got in, she got started, it was a little program that we was doing. Was called CPA marketing, which stands for cost per action. Okay, with cost per action, someone actually go through a funnel. They actually buy something or they try a product that we were selling, try it for like 30 days. It was a recurring product where the person would keep paying for it every month, and then you would get paid like $80. So when I got her in, she got started, gets set into the program, but then she ended up going to school, ended up going to college to get a degree into singing, because she's really good at singing. She knows how to sing. She wanted to become a teacher. So now taking business too, seriously, or taking sales so seriously. What happened? A lot of people, want great things, but they have the feel, oh man, I don't want to sell anything. I don't want to be selling people stuff. Not realizing this is one of the best skill set that you can actually create for yourself, understanding how to sell.
You go hard, right? You go hard or you go home. You know what's gonna happen for yourself, guys. I can tell you, you can change your life.
Everything in the world is selling. I had to learn that from one of my mentors. Even having your kids, to go to school, or even having your kids to eat their vegetable, you have to sell them on the idea why. Why is it great for you to actually know how to, take care of your body? Why is it good for you to know how to make better choices? So you gotta be able to set your kids down to sell them on why they should eat healthy. You have to sell yourself on why you should go to the gym and work out. You have to tell yourself, hey, you know what? I need to be healthy. I need to stay fit. So everything is about selling. It's just a way of life. Until you understand it to that aspect, you don't understand it fully. Okay, so let me go ahead and put this headsets on because my daughter, on the other hand, is just yelling like crazy. Give me a minute, guys. So as I was saying earlier, guys, when you understand the art of selling, it's one of the best skill set that you're gonna have to create crazy amount of income and a freedom lifestyle that you want. So she came over the other day and she said, hey, you know what, Kater? I wanna reset things. I see where you are now. It's been 4 years and it's crazy. You haven't worked a job. I've seen where you live now. Oh my God, it's crazy. I've seen what you drive, what you're doing. It's amazing. How can I get back in the grind? How can I get back, not even in the grind, how can I get back into building this business and making money? And that's usually what people perceive. That's usually the thought process of a lot of people that gets around me or that gets around people that are, making things happen. And they feel like, oh man, I'm just going to come in and I'm going to do it. Without having the proper mindset. So the goal was, hey, I'm going to join your coaching and I'm going to be rich. Do you know how many times I get this? Yo, I'm gonna join your coaching and I'm gonna be rich. It doesn't happen that way, guys. It doesn't work that way. It's not just having information and you're gonna be rich. See, this is the thing. People, it's not lack of information. You can come on YouTube right now, you come to this channel, you can find gazillions of videos that talks about how to make money online. You can go on the internet, you find gazillion videos that talk about acting. But unless you actually go in the classes, learn how to act, learn how to speak properly, learn how to do the stuff, go in the trenches, have the experience, you're never gonna be as successful as someone like Tom Cruise, or someone who's on top of the game like Will Smith. So it's gonna take the work in order for it to make it happen. So the question that was asked to me that literally got my mind thinking, she said, "Oh man, I'd like to be successful, but I don't want to make videos. Do I have to make videos?" And some of you might have the same question. You might not feel comfortable in front of the camera. So wasn't I. When I first started, I was afraid of being in front of the camera. I didn't want to make no videos at all. I didn't want people to see me. I wanted to get a business where I can just build this stuff in the back end, make my money, be happy with my family, because I was an introvert. Right? I'm not the type of person who would go to a party and start introducing myself and get to know who you are and get to know people. That was not my style at all. But when I came into the internet, I know that in order for me to make a difference, in order for you that's watching right now, first to connect, I have to get my brand and my message out there. It is something that I have to learn how to do. When I listen to my mentors, right? I went on a webinar, I went on a video like this one, and I heard my mentors speaking, and they say, "Hey, if you're gonna learn this game using the internet without having to do home parties, going to people's house, and having people come to your house, or going to people's house to do a presentation where you think they're gonna open up for you, they ended up lying to you, saying they're not home while they're home, and all that craziness, you're gonna have to learn how to use the internet effectively to communicate your message and get it across to the people that you need to access to." Right? Because the internet is a huge platform. It gives you that accessibility with videos and different platform pictures and Facebook and all that other mumbo jumbo in between in order for you to do that effectively. So my answer to her was, there's many different ways you can skin the cat, right? There's people that I know that are making millions. They never have to make a video in a day of their life. They're using different means of marketing. See, the key is not really, "Oh man, I have to use video," whether I don't have to use it, is that you have to have a medium in order for you to get access to traffic, to generate leads and traffic. You have to have a medium in order for you to display your assets. In order for people to see what you have to offer, you have to be able to have a medium to access those people. Because once you get into business for yourself, what you're going to realize is that your friends and your family, you don't have that many of them. And to put on top of it, even if you have that many of them, a lot of them won't support you because they need that proof that this stuff is working. A lot of them won't support you. A lot of them will backbite you. A lot of them will talk bad about you. Why you go into the process? Why? Because you take a different route. Because this is not the norm, right? You take a different route. What happened when people become successful? They start to create this animosity from even their family members. I remember growing up and I had this uncle. This guy was making, I remember growing up, very little, and my family kind of inculcated that in my mind. It's like, hey, you don't want to be like Uncle G. This guy, he made it and he doesn't care about the hood, or he doesn't care about the other people. And it wasn't so, because what happened when people start becoming successful, even though they kind of detach themselves from that mindset, because if they stay there, if they stay with the same mindset, with the same old people, it's gonna contaminate what they're trying to create. And when they make it to a certain level, those people, they kind of even distance themselves or talking to them behind their back and say, "Oh, Uncle G, this guy, he doesn't give me money, or he made it, he think he's all that, or he think he's the shit now." It's people's gonna start talking that way. And sometimes you're gonna even grow as a kid. You're gonna know that uncle or that cousin or that family member that made it and did not come back, or that didn't care. But it's not because those people didn't care. As you start becoming successful, you're gonna start realizing that a lot of the family members feel that you owe them. It's crazy. Sometimes we go after success. We want success, and we want success. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're searching. But we're not even ready for all the baggage that comes with being successful. Because that's when your auntie, your uncles, your cousin from far, the auntie that you didn't know from far that changed your diapers, the people that you don't even know your whole entire life, that's when they're going to come around and say, "Hey, you owe me. You owe me a cut." Your friends feel like you owe them. crazy just because they know you, and it doesn't even work that way. You know, what makes the person owe you just because you're a friend and they put in the work to make stuff happen? They stay in late night, you know, creating videos, creating content, building something that's gonna last. You know, while most people are going and work on a 9 to 5, they stay and working on a legacy because they want to build something that's not just gonna create a paycheck, but that's gonna create a future. That's going to create a future for their kids. That way their kids don't have to work. See, they choose to work smart, you know, instead of working just hard. So they're working both smart and hard. So there's a lot of hard work that comes into. So when I see people that are successful, as you climb in the ladder of success, you start realizing and start giving props to those people and realize it's not something that's easy, or else everybody would do it. 97% of people in the world aren't at a point where they can say, hey, you know what? I built something. I created something. I don't have to build somebody else's dream. I'm building my own castle. I'm building my own dream. Because 95% of people are waiting for that person. So with success comes a lot of different stuff you're going to have to deal with. You're going to have to deal with some hate. You're going to have to deal with some indifferences. You're going to have to deal with a lot of crazy emotions. So you have to be able to manage your emotion. Getting successful is one thing. Staying successful is another thing. Because you got to keep the success and you got to keep it going. And if you don't know how to manage your emotion, you screwed. You screwed, because everybody has different opinions about you. Crazy. If you're not doing anything, nobody sees you. But soon you start doing something, people will start recognizing and they'll start seeing you. I don't know what's going on with my daughter downstairs. I hope their mother's checking up on them. But anyway, guys, let's get back into what she said. When she said that, hey, you know what? I don't want to make videos. I don't want to do anything. Then the question was, what do you want to do? Because if you're going to build a business, you're going to have to do something. Not even want to. You're going to have to do something. Here's the example that I took with you. Like for those of you, like right now, that's probably watching, and you might say the same thing. Hey, Kader, I want to build a business. I don't want to do videos. I don't want to do anything. My question was, okay, if you're a parent right now, I don't know if you have a daughter, if you have a son, or whoever that you have. You have a couple of people from Amazon that just rang on the bell. But I don't know if you have a son or if you have a daughter, if you have multiple kids. Let's say I was to tell you, hey, you know what? I went to the future. You don't know how to swim. Like right now, you don't know how to swim. The reason I'm giving this example, the other day I took my twin daughters. I took them to the pool, and you know, I had to supervise them. I couldn't really enjoy myself because I had to supervise them, making sure that, you know, I'm there with them because they don't know how to swim. You know, I'm their parent, so you have to take care of them. And then there was an incident. She kind of fell in the water, and I just jumped in and grabbed her real quick. Nothing really happened. But I'm thinking to myself, what if I didn't know how to swim? I want you to think of it that way. What if you know a year down the line that your daughter or your son was gonna die in a pool, and you was going to be there to witness it, and there's nothing you couldn't do about it. You couldn't do anything about it because you don't know how to swim. And if I'm in a year prior, I know this information, I come to you and I say, hey, you know what? You have a year to learn how to swim. I know you don't know how to swim. You've never done it your whole life. You're already past 25. You're going into your 30s, and this is something you knew you're going to have to do. Would you do it? Would you do it? And most of you that's watching right now, you would say in a heartbeat. Why? Because your why changed, right? You're not just doing it for the money. So that's the answer that I kind of gave her, you know? Like with making videos or attracting leads or learning new skill set to build the business, you're looking how in the future, what you're going to be doing is going to prevent your kids from working. What you're going to be doing is going to prevent you from having to go clock in for a job, for a paycheck. What you're going to be doing is creating freedom for yourself, or create unlimited amount of income, create wealth for yourself. Is it something that is worth giving your time to? Or is it something that, because if you're going to have to learn how to swim, you don't know how to swim, more likely you cannot swim in your bathtub, right? If you put the water, it's probably going to get you to your feet. So you're going to have to go somewhere there's a pool where you can learn how to swim. And then from top of that, you're going to have to buy some gear, you know, maybe a bathing suit, maybe, you know, those inflated balloon that you can put around your arm in the beginning. But because you know a year from now, if you do know how to swim, you'll be able to save your daughter and your son. you know that is very important. That's a why that is so important for you. So even if it's gonna take you 6 months of learning, you're gonna do it because the why automatically shift. So a lot of you that's building business, that's how much to the extreme that you want to take it. That's how much to this, to how serious that you want to take it, that hey, you know what, if I built something, if I built this stuff sustainable long term, if I learn how to do it, if I gotta learn how to make videos to make $1 million, I'm gonna learn how to do it, man. If I gotta learn how to place ads to make $1 million, I'm gonna learn how to do it. If it's gonna win me my freedom so I can be home with my kids, I'm gonna learn how to do it. If it's gonna win me my freedom to be my own boss, where I don't have to clock in, I can create, my own income, I can create opportunity for myself, I'm gonna sit my butt down, I'm gonna learn how to do it. And that's what happened to a lot of people. We create many, many more excuses than we create to what we truly want. We know what we truly want, but the excuses that we create in our lives really stop us from moving forward to become that person that we know in the inside. That's what we're looking at becoming. So really, you must emphasize soon that you must emphasize to why. What's the reason why I want to build this stuff? You must see yourself and project yourself in the future. Projecting yourself 2, 3 years and 4, 5 years from now, how your life will be completely changed. So you must be willing to go through that process. It's not an easy process, but once you go through it, things start changing in your life. Okay, things start changing in your life for good. So if you're gonna be building a business online, I want you to understand you have to keep that mindset. There's this parable in the Bible talk about sowing and reaping. Okay, sowing, where Jesus speaks about the person who has to go out there and sow, and they also speak about you cannot reap whatever you don't sow. But what you must understand, a lot of people are excited about reaping because, man, you're gonna get the money, you're gonna get the car, you're gonna get the flashy, you're gonna be able to pay your bills, send your parents on a vacation, do whatever you want. People are excited about the reaping, right? But what you must really understand, as you becoming an entrepreneur, even in the reaping process, you gotta stay working. Even in real life, people that sows, people that's actually go out there and plant something, when they planting that thing, you have to keep in mind that moment that's gonna come of the harvest. The moment of the harvest where you're gonna get this merchandise, you're gonna go sell it, you're gonna make money, you're gonna have a good time, you're gonna have fun. You have to keep that in mind because that's gonna carry you through to the moment that you're sowing, because sowing is not easy. The only difference between sowing and reaping is the attitude. When you actually sowing, sometimes it gets hard. You're gonna get beaten and all that craziness. So, you gotta work the ground. It's hard. Sowing is hard, but reaping, you still gotta do some work. I have never seen anything that get ripped out of the floor without doing out of the ground without doing any work. You gotta dig. You gotta pull out whatever that was planted, whatever that's grow. Even if it's a tree or a mango tree, you gotta go and get the mangoes out of it. So that's some work that's required. Even in reaping the process. So it's just the attitude, the mindset that's different, because when you sowing, it's hard labor, it's hard work, but when you're reaping, it's like, yeah, I'm enjoying right now what I sow. I can see the fruit of my labor, I can see the fruit of the process. See, when you really understand these phenomenals, guys, and it's the same thing inside of your business, you're gonna go to both processes. You gotta go and plant, and then you gotta get to the process of reaping. There's a formula you must understand. When you actually sowing, it's not really you're gonna sow in one day and everything's gonna bloom and you're gonna have this great things, but it's more about the quality of what you're sowing. Now, I remember, like right now, an hour of my time is worth $1,000. But I remember when I first got out of high school, I looked for my first job. I got paid $8 an hour. And I had another job. I had 2 jobs. One of them was paying me $7.25 because I was working for the school as part of a program they had for student loans. When you get a loan and then you get, I think, student work study. That was the name of the program. So I would work for the school. I work in the cafeteria. No, not the cafeteria. I work in the computer room. So I would check different students' ID and computer, check to see what's going on with the computer. and given direction on how to use the computer and different people and stuff like that. So I had these two jobs, it equate to $15 an hour, right? If I take the two together, but one of them was 7, the other one was $8 an hour. And now my 1 hour is worth $1,000. Why do I say that? I want you to understand, I was the same person. I wasn't any different. Is that now I know the choices. I'm taking smarter choices, right? I'm making smarter choices. I know what I'm planting. It's way much more different. It's way, I strategize to make my hours worth more, because we all have 24 hours in a day. So what's the difference between someone who makes $1 million a year and someone who makes $10K a year? There's a big difference, because we all have 24 hours in a day. So their hours has to be worth a lot more. They have to understand how to leverage that 1 hour where it's gonna be worth to them a lot more than just 10 or 7 or $8 an hour, because you are so much more powerful than that as a person, as a being. And even if I wanted to live a lifestyle, even if I wanted to be home with my kids, how can I do that with just a $10 an hour job? It's just not realistic. So what I want you to understand is that there's two things that I want you to understand. Results by volume, which is RBV. RBV stands for results by volume. And a lot of society, that's what they keep in mind. That's what they adopt. Okay, they adopt result by volume. Like if I wanted, like myself, I had one job that was $8 an hour. If I wanted to make money, I got a second job at $7 an hour, which made me $15. So I just felt like I had to work more. I had to do more in order for me to make more money. So it's really result by volume, where I'm trying to create as much volume. But what you're gonna start realizing, you're gonna cap. Right? The day only have 24 hours. You cannot create more hours. So even if you get a second job that's $10 an hour, you only have 24 hours in the day. So you're gonna cap somehow, some way, somehow. The day's gonna finish on you, and you're not a machine. You might be able to do it for a week or two, but you cannot work a whole month 24 hours, even if you chose to. So you're always gonna be capping on the hours. Okay, the second way is result by quantity. Okay, it's RBQ. The first one is RBV. The second formula is RBQ, result by quality. Okay, now with the quality of what I do now, I know what I do. With the quality of what I do now, I can get paid $1,000 in 1 hour of work put in. Why? Because of the quality, not the quantity, not how many hours that I'm gonna be working. But I can literally make an hour worth of work, and it ended up equating me 10K for 1 hour. I mean $10,000. That happened to me before. 1 hour of work, and it's worth 10K. So it's not much of the quantity or the volume of work that I produce, but it's much more of the quality. See, all this stuff is stuff that you're gonna have to learn. If you're gonna become successful, if you're gonna grow your business online, you're gonna become successful, you're gonna have to learn these things to grow yourself to a whole next level, where you can start tapping into these types of income. So yeah, as I told my friend, if you're gonna do this long term, whatever you gotta do, okay, there's two things that makes the internet goes around, right? You need traffic, you need people, you need a product or service, okay? You need a product or service, something people's gonna buy, or something that's gonna generate income, and you need traffic, you need people to it. I don't know how you're gonna get your traffic, whether you're gonna do podcasts, whether you're gonna do blogging, whether you're gonna do YouTube video, whether you're gonna post on Instagram, Snapchat, whatever. I don't care how you're going to get the traffic, but you're going to have to learn some type of strategies that's going to enable you to create traffic, to get traffic. Not creating traffic is already there. You have to be able to direct it to yourself. How do you suck in the traffic and bring it to yourself? There's this thing called celebrity. Creating a celebrity factor, right? Like right now, you guys are watching me on video. Who do you watch on TV? You watch celebrity. You watch people that are creating content, okay? So when you put yourself in the category, hey, I'm going to become a creator, it automatically boosts you up to give you that celebrity factor. Who do people follow? They follow celebrity. They see people on TV, they follow them. They see people recommending something, they go buy it. So if you're going to use video, if you have the platform to do that, why not learn how to use videos, how to use different platforms to actually market your business? Because this stuff is not for the... come on, man. It's not for the quitters, man. Yeah, you cannot start and say, hey, you know what, I'm gonna quit and I'm gonna make it. I've never seen anyone who quits who make it. So all your icons, all your, you know, your models, your role models, they had to overcome something. They had to overcome something. They had to get out of their comfort zone in order for them to get to the place where they are. It's not gonna be different from you. It's not gonna be different for you, because we all are the same. We all have to overcome our mountain. We all have to get to the next level. Okay? But anyway, guys, that was Kader. If you appreciate this video, subscribe to this channel, like and share. Let me know what you think. I'm going to keep creating massive video that has massive value for you, that's going to enable you to build the business of your dream, take yourself to the next level. And let me know, comment below if I've been giving you some tips, and if this stuff is helping you, if I need to keep making more, let me know. In the meanwhile, guys, what I'm going to be doing, quick announcement, I'm going to be putting a 7-course series together. I'm going to be teaching 7 courses on how I make money online. That's going to include affiliate marketing, blogging, YouTube, Shopify, e-commerce, stuff like that. So I'm going to have seven courses, right? It's going to be 7 free courses. If you would like to get these courses, I want you to comment below, yes, I'd like to get it, and stuff like that. Let me know, and I can let you know when I'm going to be hosting these courses. Because it's going to be 7 free courses and 7 accelerated paid courses, okay? So we're going to do 7 free courses. I mean, trust me, in the free stuff, there's going to be massive value where you can do the stuff by yourself. And we're going to have another accelerated part of the course where it's going to be me showing you the stuff that I use and how to put it together and stuff like that. It's more in depth, more details. But even in the free courses, you can actually go out there and create results for yourself. If you follow the same thing, the 7 strategy, the 7 ways that I use to make money online, I believe you can duplicate it if someone gives it to you. All right, but anyway, comment below, like, share this video. Also invite someone to this channel, let them know what I'm doing. That was Kader. Appreciate you. I'll see you guys later.